welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Right now, looking at a semi-final, Optic versus Envy. Currently have Nadeshot's perspective on your screens. Just to give you an update, I believe FaZe just won their quarterfinal game. Unsure on the score of that one. I'm just going to put 3-0 just because I can. The winner of Strictly Business versus FaZe will go on to play against them. And all four of us are actually sitting comfortably in Strictly Business versus FaZe. It's going to be Detroit Uplink between those two teams. As I said, the winner of SB versus FaZe will play FaZe. But for now, because that game hasn't started yet, and because I can, I'm going to look at Nadeshot's perspective in this hardpoint solo. Optic versus Envy. Always a good one touchdown. We really didn't, I don't think, did we have this as our prediction? I don't think we did. We didn't go that far, at least. You did have Envy and Optic Gaming going through, so you kind of had this in the back of your mind for a semi-final. But talk to me about this.
All right, so I kind of dodged the question earlier of who would what the actual score would be, but I'm gonna have to give it to Optic again. Envy, that new lineup, they did 3-0 denial. Don't get me wrong, Envy's a very strong team coming off of that trade. But if I had to pick a team and to score, Optic 3-1, they'll take it.
Optic 3-1.
3-1.
All right, okay. I feel it. Doc.
Yeah.
Optic versus Envy. It's always a fun time. Prediction?
I said Optic would. I said at the start Optic will have a pretty convincing run regardless all the way into the finals. So I'm going to stick by that and just go with 3-0. I'm going to say a clean sweep.
Oh wow, you're getting real ruthless. Deathly, how about you?
Well, considering Saints just dropped another 3-piece, I'm going to say it's going to go to map 5.
Oh, I love a game 5.
Especially since Envy is about to tie things up right now. I'm going to look to see how the second search plays out. I think the winner of map 2 is going to be the winner of map 5.
All right, I respect that kind of a prediction. I do. I'll be generous. For now, though, the FaZe versus SB quarterfinal has actually just begun. So we'll full screen up FaZe versus SB, and we'll stop back in with Optic Gaming in a little bit when that game gets closer towards the end. Pretty cool transition now.
Wow, that whole kill feed is all SB. And they have already scored with a dunk 30 seconds in.
Neslo not wasting any time. I was actually just texting Neslo. Neslo was like, you said 3-0 FaZe. You were really funny. Smiley face, smiley face.
I told you, man. Neslo doesn't mess around.
He was pretty salty that I said that, but he said.
Wait, so he heard you say it?
Man.
Yeah, he heard me say that I thought they were gonna get 3-0, and he was like, "Yeah, you're an idiot."
Wow.
I was like, "All right, show me what you got. Show me what you got." And SB have John coming out 6-1.
Dude, that's why he's so hyped. Like, look at it. Like from that first game.
Dude,
you're the reason. You need to insult Neslo more often by saying they're gonna get the whack.
Dude, I'm telling you, whenever I say that, whenever I say a player or a team is gonna do badly, if I like call out a player or a team, it tends to kind of have the opposite effect. So like, I'm more than down with team organizations like, you know, paying me money. You know, I said to Cause, if you want, I'll
pay
keep
me
saying
money
TK
to
gonna be
badmouth
dead
your
last.
team.
Pay me some money, put it in my back pocket. No one has to know. It'll be our little secret. But Uplink Detroit, the current game. Touchdown. Talk to me a little bit about Uplink Detroit. What are your thoughts on this map for Uplink, and how is it best played?
It's obviously kind of a one-sided map. If you have that side where you can push through that school area and try and get that uplink through either that window, it's pretty easy to cut that area off. So I definitely say it's a one-sided uplink map, but you can definitely make some plays on the other side, and it's all about minimizing the damage. But I think that FaZe is doing a great job of that right now. So I think the entire meta of this map is take advantage of your good side, but also make sure the other team can't get that huge lead on the advantageous side as well. Excuse me.
I'm really surprised by something I'm seeing right now, Will. SB, it was 3 times in a row. As soon as the drone head respawned, they would immediately just throw it out of bounds and just play for kills. Something we haven't really seen many teams do. I kind of think it's the right thing to do, though. Just make sure you have those kills first. What is your take on that strategy?
I'm not the biggest fan. I feel as though regardless of where the ball is on the map, if it's in your possession, it's in a good place. That's the way I like to look at uplink. It depends. Certain situations, like if it's, you know, your last one alive at the back of your spawn getting hunted down by like the 4 other people, like you throw that thing out of bounds as quick as you can. But, you know, when you have most of your team up, it's just, I feel as though it's just better to have the control than possibly risking it having a 50-50 gunfight in the middle of the map where, you know exactly where the ball is.
Oh
And
my god.
The jukes from Dino.
Did you just see that? Am I not the only one that just saw that?
How did
that
he
just happen?
How did he not die? He had like 3 people shooting at him. He practically gave someone up from FaZe a hug and they didn't want to kill him.
He slipped some money in his pocket as he ran by to let him get that throw in.
And again, you see SB kind of pick up that drone, immediately just throw it out of bounds for 12 seconds, bleed that time. But definitely, is 3 points big enough from the favorable side? Is this a big enough lead?
As the ball goes into Parasite's hand, I'm going to argue that it's not. But if they can do the same thing on the other side, where they throw it out, it doesn't matter what side they have, as long as they have the advantage and can just keep getting control of mid hardpoint and just throwing the ball out.
True.
Do you think that's a good strategy, though? By constantly, instead of having it in your possession and dictating the pace, it's just better to have it almost constantly going in and out and resetting. Do you think that's better, or?
If they can keep slaying around the middle, I think it's a better strategy than risking moving it one way or another. As we're about to see Enable put the first... Nope, that went short. And it's going to be thrown out by Neslo, I would imagine.
Yep, Neslo's going to throw it out. Touchdown, what's your take on that strategy? How would you play it? You know, you have a 3-point lead, you're now going into bad side. What's the perfect way of playing Detroit?
Maintain possession of that satellite. It doesn't matter where you have it. I think it's just if the other team doesn't have their hands on it, they're obviously not going to be able to score. Right. So I'd say maintain possession or do what they continue to do and continue to throw that satellite out, waste some time, slay around mid-map, and just keep map control. And that's how you maintain that lead. But as we say that, another point will go in FaZe's favor, making this only a 2-point lead for SB right now.
But Neslo might have...
He needs to wait for his teammate support. He's pushed in by himself.
How
is he still alive? Thank you. I was going to say, we need to check FaZe's thumbsticks, make sure that's still working, because there was some questionable shots going on in that side. Of course, SB 2-1 up in the series. They actually want to throw up the dual screen real quick with what's going on in the first semifinal from the 2K. Of course, Optic versus MV. That's going to be on the left-hand side. Optic Gaming 177 to 129 in the lead. Minute 36 left, I believe. Oh, sorry, minute 26 left in that game. Nature doing a really good job of just holding this second to last hill. Picks up another kill over there. Really solid stuff from him. Now has his teammates in support, and Optic Gaming should be able to close that one out.
Nade wants all the kills for himself. He just killed Scump with a nade.
Why not, bro? Like, hey, Nade can slay, all right? Nade can slay.
Just trying to prove a point.
Dude, he must be on a 7-kill streak right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Finally, forced Nature. Is that top of the team? Did my eyes deceive me?
That's rare.
Nature with 35 kills on the top of the team. Did I just see that right?
I saw Nade at the bottom of the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
He might be at the top in terms of kills, but not objective time.
Never mind. Never mind. My eyes must have deceived me, but it doesn't matter. Optic Gaming are going to be able to take that game number 1. So they go 1-0 up in the semi-final. We'll full screen once again, FaZe versus Strictly Business.
As FaZe just put another throw in to make it a 1-point game.
All right, 1 point. 1
Parasite
point. If
got
it
that
does
one.
stay like this, though, SB will 3-1 FaZe, which no one had as a possibility. Touchdown and Deathly both had 3-2 in favor of SB, though. So they would be closer to get it right, and I will be very annoyed and quite salty, but that's for the day. Fizz with the drone, he's going to fall mid-map, and we talked a little bit about how SB can keep the lead, but Touchdown, talk to me now, how do FaZe get the lead in this game?
Well, with that 4 down right there for FaZe, that's obviously how you want to start this off, get a run into the enemy base. They're definitely going to start slaying a little bit better, and they have a little bit more slay-oriented on this side as Fizz picks up a nasty 2-piece. That satellite goes in.
Hey, Fizz may get a nasty 2-piece, but tied game, baby. Tied game. Parasite gets the 1-point play.
It's more the World Star. It had nothing to do with the 2-piece.
World Star Hip Hop.
Hey, I'll take the 1-point play, and I'll get well started every day. See why I did that? It rhymes. I'm a poet, and I don't even know it. Slasher with the drone, trying to push up towards mid-street.
When's the mixtape come out, Ben?
It's going to drop. Actually, next month. Fun fact.
It's going to be fire.
It's going to be great. It's going to be fire. It's going to be
Enable
awesome.
Piece inside school.
Oh, Lord.
That's a tweet in itself. Benson's mixtape next month.
Dude, this out of control. This out
You
of
ready?
control. Dude,
Or fire than his hair.
I can't even take this seriously anymore. This
What are you
getting out
naming
of
it,
hand.
Ben?
What's
Are
that?
you gonna? What are you naming it?
The fire on my head.
The fire in your head. Oh,
Why not,
jeez.
bro? Why not? You know,
Not,
have some
you need one of
fun
those
with it.
stickers.
Have some fun. Parasite with the drone in his hand once again. I'd like to see him maybe go to window, go for one-point play, but his teammates get all the kills. Easy
Did you
two-point
just-
play.
Aches.
FaZe staying alive. 5-3. Will, you're screaming Aches' name like it's pleasurable. What happened?
It was pleasurable. He just picked up a dirty three-piece in the actual spawn of SB that allowed his teammate to run in, and this is actually given FaZe the lead. They're on the more favorable side. It's been Parasite, who's just been an OBJ monster. I'm actually going to bring up that scoreboard and have a look at it. He's got all the points. Parasite's got all the points for FaZe. He's just been one-man arming that drone. Enable, I'm actually quite shocked to see him on 27 kills because
Really?
I haven't been watching him. I'm not surprised that it's, you know, him as a player, but I didn't realize just how big of an influence he was. Yeah, he's 28 for 16, should I say, in this
game has
game.
been
He's just
very good to enable with the move.
yeah, it has been.
Old Halo player, you know, I look at this FaZe team and definitely I'm gonna ask you this, all right? Everyone right now is trying to make a counter to Optic Gaming. All right, that seems to be the way that a lot of rosters are looking. Then you look at this FaZe lineup, right? You have Enable, counter to Formal, you know, those two old Halo players. Aches, kind of that counter to Crim6. Slasher, the counter to Scumpy, and then Parasite, the counter to Nature. Is that how you would weigh up this team? How would you look at it?
I don't think you can compare Nade Shot and Parasite on the same level.
But I mean, in terms of roles for the team.
Yes, in terms of roles for the team, but I do think Parasite does that role better than Nade does.
So would you say this FaZe team is better than Optic Gaming?
I would not, because the other three roles are still so unevenly matched.
Okay.
But Aches is, especially around champs time, like we've all talked about, when he wants to try, he is easily one of the best players in the game, regardless of what the title is. So with that amount of money on the line, I can see him putting in a little bit of effort for 2 months and then coasting his way through for the next 10.
A little bit of effort. A little
Yeah,
bit.
it's just that little bit of extra effort on the sticks.
Just try it for a couple of months.
Which
Try
is
and
showing
pick up
here
the time
as
you can.
they just took this map against SB.
So,
Nice.
game numero 5. T-Will, I'm always generous to the Spanish viewers.
Wait, is that like Spanish or something? What's
Uno,
cinco?
dos, tres,
I-
cuatro, cinco. Yeah,
It's-
game 5, baby.
It's 5.
I thought I only know like Italian, man. Like,
Wow, look at you not being multicultural and whatnot.
Española.
But don't worry,
multicultural.
guys.
I know Italian,
we're
man. No.
multicultural on the 2K.
Yeah, that's Italian,
Australian,
Korean.
two
Italian
Americans,
and Korean.
and a Brit.
Useful down in the Great Australia.
Before we go to commercial break, we had both Touchdown and Deathly say 3-2 SB. Me and Doc kind of favored FaZe. Going into this game 5, with FaZe winning that last uplink, does anyone want to change their prediction? No?
Dito just went to host, and with him and John, both.
No? Everyone's
No,
still saying...
I'm still comfortable. Why are they?
Doc, you're saying FaZe takes this 3-2?
No, I'm saying.
We got this, Ben. We got this.
You're saying... So Doc says me... Alright, we're staying with FaZe. They're staying with SB. We'll find out after this next commercial
FaZe
break.
up.
Be right back. Oh my god.